The Conservative government's new budget, called Defending Nova Scotia, projects a $1.2 billion deficit. So cuts of over $61 million were made in civil and public services and over $130 million in cuts to grants. These cuts will reduce or eliminate provincial funding for 21 Mi'kmaq-specific programs, such as treaty education, Mi'kmaq Health Authority, and food security initiatives. The Millbrook Food Bank provides food security and services to over 80 people per month who are from the Millbrook First Nation. Ann Fittis is the executive director, but she has not yet determined the impacts of the cuts.
So to attack programs and cut programs, regardless of the dollar amount, it's going to impact people. It's going to impact families right here in our community and different communities across Nova Scotia who are First Nations based, because there's been so many First Nation programs targeted for cuts.
Inside the Nova Scotia legislature, Premier Houston defends the cuts.
We're trying to focus the efficiencies, the cuts, the change, whatever you want to call them, on administration and management to protect frontline services, to protect healthcare, to protect education, to protect housing.
But that is not so, according to a media release from the Assembly of Nova Scotia Chiefs. These programs, organizations, and initiatives were not merely trivial projects for the province to cut. They were equity-driven and created to address historic and persistent systemic inequalities that the Mi'kmaq of Nova Scotia continue to face. Fittis says the cuts will also harm the Mi'kmaq relationship with the province.
But the overall cuts in the budget that affect Native people's lives is services and programs that are critical to our well-being. And the cuts that were made seem targeted and definitely not on the path of truth and reconciliation. It seems like this government has failed us on many levels.
Fittis says the food bank services will have to survive on donations and fundraising. Angel Moore, APTN National News, Jabutuk, also known as Halifax.